guys. So it's taken me a while to get to do some more videos, but I'm back doing another vintage wave video. And I was just about to go run around. It's St. Patrick's Day, so I have lots of gorgeous green makeup on, if you're wondering. But I wanted to do a faster version of vintage waves, so this is going to be my attempt to do a quicker version on how to do vintage waves quickly. Anyway, so I think you get that. So I'm using the Hot Tools 1-inch. I just got this iron. It was on sale at Sally's for $35.99, which was a good deal because usually they're about $50. And I'm going to do a 1-inch all around and then brush out. And so, yeah. Anyway, let's get started. Okay. So I'm basically just taking my hair and splitting it in half. And my hair is quite long. It is probably just under right here. You can see that. More black on black on black. So I'm just going to make it easy, section off my hair in 2 ponytails. My bangs are kind of messy. I didn't really properly straighten them, but that can be all done at the end. So I'm going to take my glove. I always wear my glove when I hand wrap because I am super clumsy, and so I make my life easy. Okay, so basically, and if you see me looking up, it's because I got this really cool mirror behind me now, so now I can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to do it all in the same direction. I've just sprayed my hair with a little of this styling starch solution. I got this at Sally's as well. It's by Ion. It's called Styling Starch Spray. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what it looks like. So I find this stuff works really well, but it does make your hair stick really quickly, so you have to comb through it. So I spray it and then comb through it, and instead of taking each section and doing it, I just sprayed it on the back and the front and then comb through. Once again, my attempt to do a quicker version of vintage waves for when I want to run around. I'm going to start from the back, just because it's my longest piece and I have the most energy now because I'm just starting. There's 2 ways you can do this. So you could wrap around like this, or you could open it and wrap around. So I'm going to open it and wrap around. Just like that, nice and tight. Use my glove, and even though this is just a regular, like, I don't know what you call it, like winter glove, I can feel the heat coming through, so I don't hold this that long. But what I do is I slide this off and I scrunch it, and that gives it more tension. I don't know if you've seen my other videos, but you'll notice I do that, and I pick that tip up from watching other people. Some people, you could clip it if you really want that curl to hold and you're worried it's not gonna. Just take a clip like one of these ones, or even a metal one, and you could pop it in there. And you don't have to be too particular about it, as long as you're just giving it that tension. So I'm gonna let it go, and you can see the beautiful wave it's already created. So I'm gonna flip that back, and grab another section, and I'm grabbing about 1-inch sections. So just think 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, and then I'm going tight to the head. You don't have to. You could just do your wave on the lower part of your hair. And I'll do another video showing you that. I just keep it open. I don't know, I just felt like today putting it in the middle of the barrel. I saw someone do it, I thought, let me try it. So you can see I'm just holding for a couple seconds, sliding it off, grabbing it, and like if your hair curls really well, you don't even have to slide it off and do this. You could just let it go. But for me, I have thick long hair and I want to make sure the curl holds and I get a nice wave. You can already see that forming. So I'll flip that back. Normally, I would section off with clips, and I would like be really anal retentive about making sure it's sectioned and I don't mess it up. But I've been doing this now, practicing, so I'm a little bit better at sectioning my hair and then like letting it go. So I'm today, once again, trying to do a faster version for when I run around. I miss my curls and my waves, so I have naturally curly hair, but once again we did that, flip it back. But so I'm trying to come up with a quicker version. So I haven't clipped anything, just grabbing the pieces, 1-inch sections, and just wrapping it and going in the same direction. That's what's really important. Always want to go in the same direction. Okay, and then we're going to slide this off, And then you just gotta be careful. You saw how that just kind of almost hit my other hair, but no big deal. You get to know your hair, get to know your iron. You could always just clip that if you're, you know, worried about it. And you have a little bit more time. And then let it go. And slip that back. And then here's my last piece. So I think I did 4 or 5 sections. And you can see I'm twirling this around the iron and holding it really taut so that it's nice and tight. And I'm holding the end. I can feel that heat on the barrel, so I'm not holding it too long. I do have it away from the skin on my head. You can see me pulling. And somebody got on my videos on my YouTube channel and had said something really rude like, plastic surgery, do you ever? And I don't usually acknowledge any of these stupid comments. It's part of just like putting yourself out there. And no, I don't do plastic surgery. And I might if I had the money. I don't know. But I just thought it was really rude. Anyway, so I'm holding that once again and letting it go. All right. So you can see how these have these beautiful waves and how much it just pulled my hair up. Even though my hair is actually down to here, it shrunk it up. So you gotta love that about doing the waves. So if you always think that you can't do waves because your hair's too long, that's actually not the case. It's your styling product, your tool, and just taking the time. And I know I'm saying I'm rushing to do this, so what I'm gonna do is, while I'm doing the other side, I'm just gonna take some of these big clips and can gently run through this with my wide tooth comb. You can see how it created some beautiful waves. I'm gonna just clip it while I'm doing the other section. Oh, actually, I'm gonna spray it with this finishing spray. This stuff's really good. You can actually use this to set your hair if you don't like the starch spray. This is called Shaping Plus, and it's for setting your hair before and after, and it helps with humidity. Where I live, it rains a lot, so that's kind of nice. So it'll help you hold your curl. So I'm just going to go into where it's dipping, put some clips, and then I'm going to do one more because I can see one more dip, and I'm going to be... This is my version of fast. Okay. You could even put one like tighter here. You know, do whatever you want. I went higher up with my waves. You could start lower down and just do your ends and brush them out. Like, there's so many things you could do with this and make the style your own. I mean, vintage pinup or even just having these waves is just like your own kind of style. And I always tell people, do what works for you. And you have to also take into account your hair. My hair, I've been growing out my layers on my sides more, but I do have some here. So it gives me a few different sizes. But it helped not having thin, tiny pieces here. So that's something to take in mind. If you have layered hair, you may want to grow out your hair just to about there, your first layer, and then do it. That will help get you that wave. And I didn't know that, and I had a few more layers, but my hair was a mess, so whatever. I didn't mind growing it out. I found a great hairstylist who just trimmed it and keeps cleaning it up for me. And right now, this is the style I'm working with. So, onward. So we're going to do this side now. My longest piece... Oh, gotta change my glove, other hand. So, wish me luck. I'm right-handed, so this is always awkward for me. Once again, a quick version of a wave. We gotta keep practicing. And that's what I found. I just had to keep practicing with my hair and getting to know it. And I'm going in the same direction, so I'm going down. And you can let that go if you wanted and let it hold it. If that's, you know, some extra help. Wrapping around the barrel and then letting the top piece go if it's a little more comfortable, or if you're just worried it's going to slide out, especially with long, thicker hair. So we're going to let that sit. Now I'm going to attempt to grab this, slide it out, hold it for the tension. As you saw, giving it that little tension really helps. So the hair is moldable when it's warm or hot. You don't want to burn your hair, but just give it enough. And thick, longer hair, I put it on the highest setting, and I would recommend that. If you have thinner hair, you don't have to. Your hair is going to curl really easy, especially with the styling starch or even this finishing spray. The finishing spray is something you can use before the curl as well. It's like dual purpose, so if you're looking to save money, that's a great option too. So I'm going to let that go, and you can see how nice that did. So I'm going to flip it back, grab my next section. And my hair is kind of frizzy right now. I just washed it. I did a quick blow dry. I didn't straighten it. My hair is actually really curly. I just brushed it out, so it makes it, so I'll naturally have more volume than most people. So if you have curly hair, that's a bonus. You just brush it out while you're drying it. I'm going to twirl that in. So I just let go of the handle this time and twirled it in just to give it a little bit more stability because I'm using my opposite hand that I normally use and I don't want it to fall out. I also want to be able to grab the curl and give it tension. So I'm going to hold that. And you can feel the heat, so you want to use a glove. I used a regular winter glove, but you can use thermal gloves. Some curling irons come with it. Like, that's so hot I had to use my fingers. So my battery is about to die. So if it does, we'll flip that back. I'm going to show you the finished product, but you basically continue on 1-inch sections all around, holding it taut. Your choice if you want to wrap it on the top of the barrel or go underneath. Your choice if you want to hold it open or if you want to let it close down. But you definitely want to wrap it in the same direction. You want to use a finishing spray, and you want to hold it tightly. Use a glove and grab it at the end. If you're not going to clip it, grab it at the end and just give it some tension. It'll make your curl last longer and hold longer. There we go. Yes, I see my battery about to die. It's all right. Okay. I'm going to let that go. You can see how beautiful that did. Flip that back. Last section. Nice and tight. I might have grabbed this one a little too wide, but we'll find out soon. And if you do, just redo it. No big deal. Same direction. I might have missed a hair. We'll find out. So I'm going to give this a little bit more heat because it feels like it's a little larger than my other sections, but we'll see. And that's the thing, it's hair, and you're doing your own hair. It'd be great if you could have a stylist and get that perfect wave all the time, but you got to do what you do with what you've got. And I'm going to slide that out, grab it, while I put down my iron. Hi guys, I'm back. My battery died on my other camera, so I'm using my laptop. I've been struggling with that. I just got it around Christmas time, and I keep practicing with it. It's actually an amazing camera, but whatever. So to continue on, I've unclipped this side. Sorry, black on black on black. And then I've clipped this side. I didn't love this side, so I went back and did tighter, and I kept this open. So I think that might have something to do with flattening out the curl or something. But on this side, I didn't close it down. I wrapped around the barrel, and so I went back and just did a few sections and did the same thing. So it'll be interesting to see how that turns out. I am going to just clean up this bang just while we're waiting. So we'll clip that. And the clips I just got at Sally's, they're just like super huge clips. And then I took the whole section of hair that I split and clipped it with the ripples. I just find that it's faster, and like for running around, I'm not looking to have the most perfect pinup or vintage or whatever waves, but I just want a nice wave. Okay, so I did one layer, and I use a little tiny flat iron for my bangs. It's not very hot, so I never have to worry about burning myself, and it does the job. It seems to get them straight. And I use my... All right, so we'll take these out now. We'll get some of these stray hairs out of the way. Right. So far so good. You can see the wave on this side. You can see the wave on this side. So it worked. We've got the wave in the back. So let me show you a final picture where I'm a little more cleaned up. I've cleaned up my hair, and I've used some of the Illuminating Pomade by Ion. It looks like this. And I just use very little. I have long nails, so I just kind of go like that. And then I smoothed out all the top. You can see I have a beautiful wave going on both sides. So I'm quite happy. It's a quick kind of way to do your hair on a Saturday. It's St. Patrick's Day, so it's I don't want to spend all day doing my hair, and it works for thick, long hair. You can see my hair at the beginning of the video was down to here, and now it's shrunk it up. You could even tease these ends if you wanted to, and brush out the hair more and sculpt it. But we are doing a quick video on waves, so I didn't want to do all that. I wanted to show you how you could still wear it and it still looked cute. And like if you wanted that extra time, you could tease all this up and you could like, you know, but I didn't want to. I like the way it looks. I was happy, and I hope this helps somebody out there. So please like, share, and subscribe my video. It helps me out. And there's a bell in the top corner. If you click that, you'll find out when my next videos are out. And yeah, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope this helps somebody. And I put on a red shirt just so you could see the waves a little better. But it's kind of a fun do for a Saturday and quick and fast. So once again, I use the Hot Tools 1-inch curling iron. I love their products. I love their irons. I use them on all my clients. So do that. And then this tiny little flat iron for my bangs is really handy. It's by Conair. I think it was like $16. So that's another piece. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.